Okay, today we are going to do in practice strokes some really pretty flowers, and they're like a trumpet look, so you're going to see inside some of them. But what I want to start with is we're using a 16 flat, and I'm using magenta multi-surface paint. These are acrylic multi-surface, and I'm working this in, working this in. I'm teaching you how to layer petals to get what we want to get. And first of all, you've got to load the brush really good. Now, we use our double loader a lot because that helps you learn how to do this double loading. But if you don't have that, you can start with a foam plate. But this is just one part of the double loader. There's a lid. There is a sponge and everything that keeps it moist. So if you're painting, you put your floating medium in here, put the two colors next to each other that you're blending. And I show you right here on Practice Stroke exactly how to use a double loader. So if you get a chance, go look at that, okay? All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm on scrapbooking paper today, and I want you to see that I'm going to come right here and have a base. All right, so the base is going to come right here, and then I'm going to come up from there. All right, now what I want to do, I'm getting green all over me. All right, so I want to do is pick up more paint, and now I've already got plenty of magenta on here. I'm going to keep picking up white, and this should feel like butter when we're stroking. All right, so we're going to use a little bit of floaty medium that's clear. Oops, I put that backwards, darn it. I pick up a little bit of floating medium and then work this back in. And that's what we use instead of water. So if you're using water, you're going to get this muddy. And remember, we don't want it muddy. All right. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to slide up and I'm going to come down. Okay. This is your back pedal. All right. So I'm going to come sliding up and I'm going to pull these down, slide, pull this down, pull it down again. All right, this is your back pedal. There's a little bit of glare on that, so you'll see it better in a minute. All right. Now I'm going to come out here, and this is going to make a big open look right here. See this? And I'm not going to finish this because it's going to wrap around the front pedal. All right. So let's pick up more magenta and go over here and get white. And what I'm going to do here is that this pedal right here is going to come right there. All right. And then I'm going to come up here and look what happens. I'm going to lay this over and then slide it back down. All right. So let's go right back there. Now, this is a little tricky, but it really isn't. Look, it's the same thing. I'm picking up paint right on top of the brush again and again. And I'm going to slide up here and I'm going to bring this down. Let's make a little bit more here and bring it down again. All right, so back pedals, a rolled pedal. Look at this pedal here. It's kind of rolled over and then it comes around. This comes right in the middle here. So I'm going to pick up more paint. So I'm going to come right here to this spot where I stopped. All right. I'm going to, let me start here. I'm going to lay it out and then come up. So let's do that again. Let's lay it out and come there. All right, so let me show you what happens here. As we're picking up paint, this is going to just take a little bit of practice. I'm going to come right in here to there, right? So as I come in here, I'm going to come across and chop this straight down. Okay. So this came around and then back down. So look, pull it down, and then right here, it's going to come straight down. All right, so if we want it to be a little bit darker in here, we're going to pick out magenta and fill it in there just a little bit. So the magenta was under here. All right. I just want you to see there's layers, okay? So we're gonna clean this out, and I'm just gonna come over here and pick up, that's magenta and wicker white. This is violet pansy and wicker white, and we are using a 16 flat. This is gonna look better when I put the base to it, and I got green in it, so just ignore that if you would. All right, so I'm gonna turn this, wait a minute, maybe I will. I'm gonna come right here. All right, and this is gonna be another one of these trumpet flowers. Okay, so that's how we're starting. All right, now on this one, I started in the back and brought it down. Let's come in here real quick and put your green in here. All right, so I'm gonna come right here. Okay, that's the base. And in our base right here, I'm gonna come up there. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of, this is classic green and sap green. And there's a little bit of patina there. See that patina? All right. This is just a little angle brush I'm using here. All right. So as I come around, let's put a little bit here. Okay. And I can come around, push it down and roll it because I want to cover that spot I messed up. All right. And then we'll come back a little bit later. All right, so what we want to do is, this is the underneath base, right? So let's pick out more paint, get some medium. Okay, it should feel like butter, so you keep working it so it's more purple, lavender, and a little bit of white. Okay, so we're going to come right here and come down. I've already got purple, so I'm just picking up white. I'm going to lay out here. Okay, so turn off the video, try it, we go back, replay it, watch it again, see this white, a little bit more white, and we're going to roll that over again. See, so those are in the back. So let's go over here again. And roll it over. And come around. Okay, let's pick up some more. All right. Okay. Now right in the middle here, I'm going to come right up here. This is going to be inside. We're going to pick up right in here. Watch this. See, those are rolled up inside of it. And then all I do along here in the front is watch this. I'm going to come here. I'm going to roll it up. Roll it up. And then we're going to come on this side. See that? And roll it up. Isn't that kind of fun? But then underneath, I can come right in here and have just, try not to have that white in there. There we go. We'll put some green underneath that. All right. So you got to go back and watch that over and over. That's how you learn. And you do one stroke at a time with me and replay it and do one stroke at a time with me. Okay. So we're layering it front to back, and then some of the front comes in to make it look like it's got more depth. Okay. So let's do a layering of a big one in front. But let's get here. We've got patina and sap, and we're going to come right in here. And we're going to have a little bit around here. All right. So let's pull another stem back here. All right. I am going to get some medium so you can see this. Now, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free to subscribe. And if you ring the bell, it will show you every time I come on with a live, just another free live for you to see more how-tos. And sometimes I have specials and sales for you. All right. So then what I want you to know is that we have a membership. So if you're liking a One Stroke Advantage, and the advantage is you get a 20% discount as long as you're a member, and you can go watch everything I've done since I started. How's that sound? Right. So the deal is doing different colors gives you more character to your painting. Okay. So let's wash the 16 out. So I've got the greens in it right now. So far I've only used one brush. I'm using multi-surface paint. I'm using floating medium, folk art floating medium. They come in 2-ounce bottles and 6-ounce bottles. So like white and floating medium are the ones that you might want to have uh, larger ones. And then the rest of them, I want you to see like our violet pansy, are 2-ounce bottles, multi-surface paint, and it's got a sealer in it. So it goes indoor, outdoors. You don't have to varnish or seal your paintings. They're all done when you get through. And one of these surfaces is right here, and it is scrapbooking paper, fabric, glass, metal, ceramic. So see, I came in there and put a little bit more depth in here. When it dries, it won't be so shiny, and that gives you a little bit of darker. Okay. It doesn't look like that right now, but it will. So see, I can take some floating medium and I can get a little bit of magenta, and I can come right in here and get some darker in here. Be smarter to let the green dry first. All right, so see, now I got green in there, but you can see. All right, so have fun. See how I'm just really loose about it. All right, so let's start fresh with new petals down here. Okay, so we're going to do magenta and work her white again. Work it in, work it in. If you're in your double loader, you just keep working it. So you pick up paint and you go to another cubby and work it in. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this back here. So this flower is going to look like it's leaning towards me just a little bit. So all your eyes are going to see is the outside edge. Do you notice this? The outside edge. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to come right here and lean out and chop it in. So look, I'm going to get more pink there and pull it in. Right, so I'm going to come right here and pull it in. Okay, now I'm going to come around here, and I have one that's going to go lay out here, and it's going to come around. And I'm not going to come around until I get the next row in here, okay? So we're going to pick up more magenta and stroke white. Sometimes we just pick up white each time. All right. So I'm going to come up here All right, and then we pull down. Let's get right in here. We're going to slide up with the white, slide up with the white, and I'm going to have white come around here. Okay. I'm also going to add a little bit of white at that top edge there. Okay, so let's come right in here. So see, I'm going out. Now watch this. I'm going to roll it in and come around and pull some of the magenta in here. Okay, y'all see that? I rolled it around a little bit. Okay, now what happens here is that I'm going to bring it in front. Oops, so this is supposed to go all the way over. And then this, when I rolled it in front, it's going to come like that. Okay. Now, we're going to pick up more white. Now, right under here, we're going to come here. And we're going to roll that under there. Okay. So I can come right in here again. Put some dark right in there. There we go. All right, before I bring this petal around, I'm going to come right in here and take this around there. Okay. Okay. So this, oh my goodness. Look, I'm going to come back in here. It's okay to come in here and change it up. Okay. And so when I come back here to do this white again, watch. When I come up, I want to stand up and stand it up there. All right. Now this one right here, this petal right here, watch what happens here. I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to roll it across. And I can also come from this way. Bring it around. Because what's going to happen here is we're going to bring this down and back up. All right. So let's bring this right here. Since this is underneath, it's going to be darker. All right. Now what's going to happen to this is I'm going to bring this up to here. All right. Now while we're doing this, I can come back here, come across here, and roll it under there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do also is just right in the middle here, I'm going to pick up daffodil yellow and some wicker white, and this is a 1 script liner. And down in the depth here, I'm going to pull little stamens right in the middle here. Your little teeny stamens in there, and you wouldn't see it in any of the other spots, but you will see it there. All right, so I'm going to come in here and maybe even get some yellow and pick up some green around here. A little bit of yellow in here. Oh, I'm just going to keep practicing until you feel like you have these petals. And then when I want you to see, you can even use an angle brush. You're going to grab your yellow and your sap. All right, now watch this. I'm going to push down on the angle and stand up, stand up, stand up. And then you get a nice tip on your leaf. So let's do that again. So floating medium. I'm going to come right up here and then stand up right up here. More paint. Flat. Stand up, stand up, stand up. All right. So I'll pull this down a little bit because this got wrinkled there. There we go. So these are a little tricky. I want you to go practice. And then we can come back at other times and float and shade and do different colors in there. But right now, I just want you to get this movement. Here's the angle brush. I can show you this movement that comes in here and pull it down. Coming up. Right. So you're just going to keep coming around and doing these strokes till you get that shading just like we want it right in there. Okay, and then I can come right back here, stroke over that again. So there's no mistakes. You just keep going over it till you get it like you like it. All right, guys. So layering tulip flowers, trumpet flowers, not tulip, trumpet. Sound good? All right. So there's lots more floating that you can do, or you can leave it just like that. So go check out what it means right here on Practice Strokes. So to float. All right. It'll show you different mediums and different things that you can do to float your projects. So go check that out. That's your education for this week. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.